Good afternoon, people. This is Chinmay from Make Auto Clinic, Pune. You must have seen a lot of videos on the channel. The reason behind showing you all those things is that perfection. We need to have, or while repairing, we need to keep the perfection in your mind, in your skill. Sorry. There are so many things, and there are so many things we have to learn about. It's not only Enfield Bullet, it's about the machine. We have to respect the machine. While working on the machine, I have seen many mechanics and technicians, they use a lot of brutal force. Lot of brutal force. They use hammer, they use chisel for nonsense things. It's not like that. You have to have respect to the machine. When any of the bike comes to my workshop, I treat the bike as though it's mine. It's my own. That is the reason I love machine. And when I ride the machine, that bike, particular bike after repairing, I get the satisfaction that the bike is absolutely perfect. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the piston from the connecting rod. Generally, I have seen many technicians they use, since this is outside the crank and outside the engine, I'm just going to show you for educational purpose and in sharing the information. This is out now. Just consider the piston is fitted inside the engine on the crank, and you have to remove the piston. Some of the machinists and some of the technicians, some of the mechanics, they have used one rod, or we can say they use the rod and they just hammer the crank pin, or I'm sorry, the gudgeon pin, to remove the piston from the connecting rod. But they don't understand whatever the stress or whatever the hammering torque they are applying to remove the gudgeon pin is transferred to this connecting rod. If the connecting rod is perfectly in good condition, it might get bent and might get damaged because of the hammering. So you have to remember, always use special tool. Be a professional person. Now I'm going to show you how to remove this gudgeon pin from the piston. This is a seized piston from the bullet, and this is a con rod which is also seized. So now I'm going to remove the piston pin or the gudgeon pin from the piston. This is a special tool which is provided by the company itself. The tool is basically called piston pin or the gudgeon pin extractor, and or you can say remover. So just this is the 350 piston, so I just have to make sure that the diameter is fitting inside the tool. Now you can say this has got one collar washer which will be fitted inside the gudgeon pin. Exactly, it has got a perfect size, as you can see. This washer gets fit inside the gudgeon pin perfectly because it is made only for bullets. So now I have to remove the piston pin. This has got one hole to another side. I'm going to press the pin through that hole. It's a passage to for the piston pin or the gudgeon pin to come out. This takes some time. No problem. It's not a matter of wastage of time. Basically, it is a matter of stopping the damage. The further damage may cause some other things. So always insist on proper tool when your machinist or mechanic is working or the technician is working on the bike. Now you will see. So this is C, so that angle is little different. I will try to, yeah. Now you can see. See, the pin is coming out. The load is basically on the piston valve. Not exactly piston valve, I should say, but it is only on the piston pin. So the connecting rod is still intact, though I am holding in my hand, but let's consider that it is already fitted inside the crankcase. The pin is released now. The connecting rod is out now. Very easy. No damages at all. Same way, reverse procedure, you have to put the pin inside the piston again. Let's do that job again. Now I'm going to refit the gudgeon pin. While working on the engine, you have to remove all the studs. You cannot keep the studs on the crankcase. You have to remove all the studs. Now I'm holding the piston like this way. Let's consider it is like this way. And the connecting rod is inside. So you have to remove all the studs while putting the pin inside the piston. Now I'll show you how to put the piston pin. Just keep the connecting in between two walls or the piston wall and just keep on pressing. This angle got a little bit changed since the piston is seized, so it's not actually straight way. The piston is actually seized, so I haven't removed the rings. Basically, while putting the piston gudgeon pin, you have to keep the piston rings away from the piston. Otherwise, you won't get proper surface. Now, this might not go. I'll try my best. Not sure about it. Ah. Not possible because the piston rings are basically making offset. Anyways, so this is the same procedure or the reverse procedure which you have to use. You have to keep the piston connecting rod in between two walls inside the piston, and you have to keep on pressing this extractor or the puller, which will press the piston pin inside the wall. That way, you will not again stress out the connecting rod or the piston at any cost. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.